bring you the fire before the kids all come in from school. Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
So, from what I understand, you guys are all about to work the mall, right? Or you just started, or you're about to start. So, I'm just going to give you action fire, Cutco Mike style, just vomit excitement all over you guys. So, the goal is just to get you fired up to rock it out. So, I mean, here's the thing, guys. The mall is the only opportunity you really to have a Cutco store. So, if you try to look through the lens of how do you reach the most people? Well, you put up a store in a mall where there's constant foot traffic. So if you're not excited about owning your own Cutco store, whether it's for a day, a few shifts, a few weeks, Cutco Pat and one of my other teammates, they started on the first. So we have a 60-day term, which I think might even be the biggest in Cutco history. Maybe some of you guys are doing that. And at first, Pat sent me, because I'm not actually even working the mall this year, which is kind of fun after 13 years of being a mall rat. I'm going to try to sell without the mall. But I will say this, guys, the mall is where some of my best customers and clients have come from. And I'll tell you some stories too. But the way I look at the mall is it is a free way to get your brand, your brand, your personal brand, you, the Becca, the Blake, the JC brand. That's all I could see on the front screen here, in front of thousands of people. And when I think of a mall, whether it's the best mall in your territory or it's a mall that maybe you're iffy about, there's still people going to go there because it's not closed down. So I don't care what you're telling yourself or the story you're telling yourself. I always say this: go to no man's land to sell what no man can or no woman can. And that's the same for going out to different territories and different events, that maybe you haven't tested or tried before. So when you say yes to your schedule, you have to say, I'm showing up to brand myself, to be the Cutco store in my zone or territory, and whatever amount of days that is. Treat it like that. Like, hey, I'm going to the arena, the Super Bowl, the stage, right? The canvas if you're an artist, the lens if you're a photographer, and that's your Cutco frontage, right? So one is treat it like a dentist office or a doctor's office. Make that thing look immaculate. And I know we all have different opportunities and different kiosks and different setups, but send me a picture if you want. I'll give you my feedback. Send JC a picture. He's coach and mentoring me, and say, hey, how can I make this look better? Because here's the thing at the mall. Most people are going to the mall for one or two stores, to an Apple store, a Lululemon, to make a return at Dick's, to go to Macy's. And our job is to catch them, to break their pattern, right? So if we can't stop them or catch them and break their pattern, by our booth, it's going to have to be by a smile or a wave or a hello or, hey, how's your knives? Or my favorite line of all time, you can use this at the mall or anywhere, is, hey, how's your knives doing? That is the greatest opening line ever, because they're going to either say they're great, they're Cutco, or I already got Cutco, or they're going to go they suck or they stink, or they just keep walking, right? So if you want to be the best mall rep like JC, because I think he is or is about to be, I told him he should go for a 100K mall term. I think you've got close, right? Have you done that before? So or
Pretty cool.
150K, right? 150K is what we talked about.
Best December is 80.
Awesome. So that's my mindset. It's like you have to understand the mindset of a customer and think of yourself. When's the last time you've been in a mall? Probably for an Apple repair or to get something at Dick's, or maybe you just wanted mall food one day. It's not like you're going to the mall every day. It's not a destination like it was in the 90s, right? The mall was the place. So what people are going to the mall for now is two or three things, or it's that farmer or that random person, that truck driver who's like, what the hell do I get my wife, right? And maybe there's young kids and whatnot, and you call them ghetto people or whatever. I come from the ghetto and I grew up around all black people. They called me White Mike growing up. So I love and respect everybody. But those are not our clients, right? You can be friendly and say, hey, what up, man? Or hey, how you doing? You need a good knife. But, we're trying to reach those people who are, they got a Nordstrom's bag or an Apple bag or a Lululemon bag, or they're like that good qualified customer you'd meet at a home show or a fair. And all we're trying to do is be a little bit faster, right? So you got to be quick, right? Because remember, they can walk away way faster than a traditional booth. At a traditional booth or a fair, a show, they're kind of in that leisure mode. Hey, we paid to come in. We're going to walk around, eat fair food, see things, enter the drawings. At the mall, it's just like, I got to get out of here, right? I'm beelining to the next store or to the exit. So you have to understand that in your mind. It's like, all right, I got to be quick, and not like where you're like weird or rude about it. Just in your mind, just go, I can't do my normal long super duper pitch. Just go with quick, ask type of questions. Hey, are you looking for gifts? Because most people, that's what they're looking for. You looking for gifts? Hey, we got gifts that range from 75 to 500. Or if you want to do something really nice, we can do a nice set and spend over 1,000 to 3,000 and really wow the heck out of your wife or whoever. So here's the deal. In most type of selling environments, and I'm not trying to knock any coaching program or other mentors, but you don't have time to lily-dally and butter them up with fluff. Just ask them, just like, hey, are you looking for a good quality gift? Hey, what are you looking to spend? 100, 200, 500, more? Because here's the deal. Why would you sit there and try to sell them a homemaker set when they're probably not going to ever even consider a homemaker set, when they just are looking to buy a good knife or two? And here's the craziest thing in the world, guys. If you treat the mall like a huge database building event, these people are going to come back to your home show in the spring. They're going to come see you at the state fair. They're going to come to the mall next year and buy 10 times as much. So in your mind, you got to think, I got to sell them something. I got to get them a knife or a cutting board or a gadget or a gift set, because once they get on your database, they will buy a shit ton more. I promise you this, guys. This is how I've built $1 million career 5 years in a row. It's because of the mall customers. I mean, Cutco Pat, Pat Moore works with me all the time. And I do these sharpening events with him. And I go, hey, where did you meet me at? Oh, it's 12 years ago at the West County Mall. And I bought a cheese knife. And they're spending 2,000 with me or 3,000 at a sharpening event. And I just, when they leave, I go, Pat, told you, bro. Literally, that's how you build a crazy database for the long term. And then guess what? You're going to have those opportunities to strike and hit a home run. And when you do, you go, hey, do you got 5 or 10 minutes? I don't want you to feel like you're sitting here talking to a timeshare salesman. And joke with them. Hey, I don't want you to feel like you're staying here with me as a used car salesman. I just want to sell you some badass knives or great knives, whatever you want to say, right? So just be direct with them in a loving, respectful way. By the way, here's another golden goose nugget. If somebody's asking for directions or looking lost, hey, could I help you? Do you mind if I help you find a store? Because guess what? If you break their pattern and they see you're nice or friendly, and right before they walk away, I'll just do something like this. Hey, how about some good knives? Hey, Cutco's here. Limited edition, mall setup. This is the only time of year we do this. This is a rare opportunity. You got to take advantage of it. You're not going to see us come, the day after Christmas or on New Year's or whatever your last day is. And you got to build up the mall is like the end all be all. And you could do it in many approaches. Hey, do you know what it costs to set up a stand here? And I tell people $7,000, $4,000, $3,000. It's a lot of money. So I'm paying for that. Or me and my team are paying for that. So my goal is to help you get the greatest deal ever on Cutco. So I will tell you this, you will not get these type of deals and prices anywhere else because what it costs us to be here at the mall. And then do something special, guys, because here's the deal. You literally met them in a matter of a split second on their way to Annie Ann's, about to leave the mall, and you're about to sell them and get them on your database. And then guess what? You schedule them for sharpening in the spring or right after Christmas. And then you sit down with them and you sell them a freaking Cutco kitchen or a family program. So my next point is these are the best clients because they just truly are. I don't have the reason, but they just truly are. And guess what? They'll show up every year religiously. I'm already getting texts from Pat. I just called him this morning because I'm moving out of my old house and my new house, and he's picking up something. And on speaker, I can hear a customer go, "Where's Mike? Why isn't he working?" Or "Get Mike working." And he's like, "Your customers are looking for you." And these are all qualified people, guys. I mean, these are people like the average ticket, at a mall, and you can ask your promoter or whatever the building manager is. I guarantee you the average person spends $200 to $500 just walking through the mall. Okay. One thing I started doing a few years ago, and I don't know why you wouldn't do it, is schedule an Acuity or a calendar app and put every day you're working the mall and start pumping attendance to the mall. Because here's the deal. A lot of people still don't show up to sharpening events or they don't want you in your house, but they will show up at the mall. Hey, I can go to the mall, knock out this store, maybe grab some mall food, and then drop off my knives. That's what they're thinking. And even if they drop off the knives and they go to all those shops, when they have to come back and pick up their knives, right? So don't be all like, hold on. Hey, I got to do this whole pitch. Just say, hey, come back in an hour or come back in 30 minutes and I'll show you some new stuff. And then guess what? When they come back, if they're in a big rush, just go, hey, just so you know, it's the craziest time of the year. I got to get rid of all my inventory because if I don't sell it, I got to ship it back. And we got the best deals of the year. You know, Cutco Pat already he's at the mall. He's got his price list for Black Friday out. And we're not going to push it out there yet. But what he's doing, he's going, hey, I can leak and give you a sneak peek of the Black Friday price list. And if you don't tell anybody, I'll honor it today. So come up with your own Black Friday price list and have it in a folder. And I mean, here, literally, I'm in a group text with some of my mentees for next year. And, you know, here's I guess he's calling it the Secret Santa price list. When I would work the mall, I bought a black folder. It's kind of hard to see, but, and it said Black Friday leaked. And I would pull it out and be like, hey, I'm not supposed to show you this. And people would freak out and they'd be like, really? You can do that? I'm like, well, I'm not supposed to, but for you, we'll do it. How are we doing so far? Good. If I stop the call right now, would you guys go out and sell more? Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So direct schedule people for service for whenever days you're working. And I don't care if it's a Saturday, because guess what? The busier your booth is, the more people stop at your booth. Right. And I tell you what, if the person's going to run away that would have bought 4 steak knives because it's too busy, there's going to be a homemaker sale right after them. So don't sweat it, because there will be a time where it's Saturday and you got 2 or 3 people. Oh my God. Just go, hey, can I help you out? Hey, here's a cat, and have a couple extra catalogs. Hey, here's a catalog. I'll be with you in a minute. I tell you what, if you wait a few minutes, I'll give you an extra free gift. Give me a cutting board or a sheath, or buy a box of sample knives and use that as your Secret Santa gift. Secret Santa gift sample knives are the greatest thing ever. People will literally come to the mall and look for you for those little secret knives. They're $8 or $8.50. And literally, I don't know how much mall product we can order this year because I haven't really looked into it. But I mean, before I would order boxes of stuff, but now I think they've cut back. So order whatever you comfortably can do. But the secret golden goose is a secret knife. Hey, this is our Secret Santa knife. This thing is awesome. It's not in the catalogs. You can only get it here. This is why people come to the mall. They deal with the crazy parking just to get this. And by the way, help people. If they're like, man, the parking sucks, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I tell you what, park here. This is the secret spot. Or, hey, I tell you what, I'll even run out and, you know, I'll hand deliver it. Like, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to have people texting you, calling you, emailing you, especially if you're going for a big finish. And hold the products. Hey, I got it at the mall. I'll hold it for you. Or, hey, I can still make it and ship it. Because you got to treat like that, kind of like that UPS store, right? People are in and out, that hub, that airport. And then schedule your appointments for January too. Most regions have like a push, like a January push for a trip, because they know sales are slower. But what you can do with the mall is the people that are rushed, or you're like, this will be a good one, sell them a cheese knife, sell them a few gifts, whatever you could sell them, but say, hey, let me get you scheduled for January 10th. I'll be in your area. And then now you're going to sell them again and start your year. Like, if you're like, man, Mike, how do you sell 50 to 150K every January? One is I extend my sale all the way through New Year's. And then I extend my sale again through price increase. And then I book a ton of service. My shows are okay. It's like a fishing show, an auto show, like, but they're maybe 3 to 6K. I'm giving you all the nuggets, guys. Gift sets. The best way to sell stuff at the mall. I had somebody call me the other day. They're like, what do I order? Order a bunch of gift sets. Kitchen classics, you know, a sheer utility set, 4-piece table knife set, stuff that's like grab and go. Stuff that, because most people are going to spend, you know, 100 to 250. Have options for them. Hey, you buy that gift set, I'll throw in a free gadget. You buy that gift set, I'll throw in a free paring knife. You know, so think of stuff that sells a lot. One of my favorite little secret gift sets to sell, and this is maybe crazy for you guys to even consider, but I'll have people like, hey, I want to get my parents a nice gift set. I'll sell a chef knife and bonus the trimmer and charge for the gift box and sheets. It's like right at $200. I think Pat just quoted it as like 201. And CPO's on it like 112. Hey, 112, they're on my database forever. They just got a $200 gift set that normally is 300. I mean, that little golden goose, guys, if you need it, use it. I mean, I know a lot of people in California like, hold firm, hold the wall. I tell you what, you add 50 people to your database, next year you're going to be calling me going, Mike, thank you so much. That person just bought a Cutco kitchen. Because remember, they're not stopping for you unless you drive them to the, if they stop for you, it's because you did your job of service and branding and marketing. But these new people, we got to have quick fire type sales. Hey, this is our best selling gift set. These are our top 5 gift sets, right? This gift set will wow your wife. I am confident. This gift set's perfect for your husband or your whatever. Have little kits. So, hey, we got knife kits, we got gadget kits, we got hunting kits, and just, and just figure out what like where their ears or eyes perk. Hey, take a browse. Let me know if you have any questions. By the way, give people space sometimes. They've never seen you, they've never met you, they've never heard of Cutco, and you're just like, like, let them breathe. Like, if you walk into a store, do you want somebody like, hey, do you want to try the underwear, the socks, the bras, the jeans? No, I just want to look. Let me look. People are the same way. Hey, I'm Cutco Mike. I've been doing this for 21 years. I'm Cutco JC. I'm one of the top mall guys in the country. Take a browse. I got some amazing deals. If you got any questions, let me know. And by the way, sometimes just being subtle, people are going to then come. It's like you're the honey. They're going to be like, ooh, I want more. Have countdown signs. You buy those letterboard signs. They're white. There's like 3 rows. You get them at Amazon or Target. We have, I think, 4 of them at our booth. You should at least have 2. One of them is your countdown to how many days left at the mall. Hey, 20 days left till Christmas. And then the other one is different little signs. What's the different signs I've had? Cutco business gifts. Tired of crappy gifts. Tired of crappy cookware. American-made knives, American-made cookware, and just have little call signs. Because guess what? People are walking by, they see this little sign, they might stop. Oh, another one you must have is free Cutco sharpening or sign up for sharpening where they can see it. Because remember, if you're paying to be there, the goal is to build the database and build the schedule. Or if somebody's like, oh, how do I get them sharpened? Hey, I'll be back working again Thursday, Saturday, and Monday. Could you come back? And you will get at least a dozen people to come back to the mall. And if it's kind of like pushing it, get them scheduled for a post-service event. Be the light. What that means, guys, is wear something you're excited about. I keep mentioning Cutco Pat because I mentored him for a few years, but he likes to wear like theme stuff, like sports theme stuff. And he's just always like bubbly. I always like to wear just a nice sweater and my name badge and usually a hat sometimes. Wear something that you're comfortable and confident in, but be the light. What that means is like, greet everybody. Hey, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hey, have you seen us here? We just got here. It's a pop-up. It's a Cutco pop-up. We got to just break their attention, right? And once we do that, then it's like, hey, have you seen this one? And then cut the cheese or cut the tomato. And I know a lot of you don't cut. I would guarantee you this. You'll sell 10 more orders, if not 100 more orders. Buy a bag of grapes, a bag of potatoes, keep them underneath your display. All it takes is one slice, you sell a cheese knife, okay? Because you can't create that much conviction in somebody who's about to leave or about to run away. But you can with one little slice or one push down through a potato. Hey, just try it real quick. That's awesome, ain't it? And I know you're in a rush, but I tell you what, it'll be so much more amazing when you get it. Everything must go. I think I mentioned that briefly, but another line I always like to say is, hey, this is a pop-up, right? So if I don't sell all this, and I even talk about my displays. Every year I sell all my displays and buy new displays. And I don't try to do that. But I do that because I want people knowing everything must go. Hey, everything must go. Like literally on December 31st or December 24th or December 23rd, like at 8 p.m., my year is over at the mall or whenever your goal is. And I want to sell it to you opposed to sending it back to Cutco because I don't know if you've shipped anything recently. That's going to cost me a lot to ship a big knife set like that. And then what you can do is I tell you what, because you're sitting there going, well, what do you sell it for? Give them a B block price. Or say, hey, this is what I would normally sell my display, but how about if I just get you a brand new one for this and just ship it to you? And if somebody's like dead set on taking your display, say, well, I need to save these until like the last day, but if you want to come back on the last day and pick it up, you can do that. And I don't know what kind of rules you guys have with your coordinators, so don't get in trouble. But my point of saying that is you're getting people thinking, oh my gosh, this is the best time to buy. So I need to buy or at least be open-minded to it. The finish, guys, the finish is literally the last 48 hours of the year. Whether you're working all the way to New Year's, which you should, because that's when the year ends. But a lot of the times the year ends like right on Christmas or Christmas Eve. So I would start telling people, hey, I want to hit my goal by Christmas so I can enjoy that week, right? Because the worst thing ever is to be around family and friends, which I've done for 10 years, texting and doing orders. But if you're working hard for a watch or a trip or a big milestone, you want to work till the last hour and minute. I remember JC, remember when you hit 300? Wasn't it like the last minute or hour or whatever? But
Yeah.
that's where the magic happens. And what you're doing now is you're creating that water pump and you're pumping it and pumping it. And then you pull out all the stops. You get on Facebook, you send another text. Last 3 days at the mall, last 48 hours. I need your help. And you don't use that line a lot throughout the year, but you go and use it at the end of the year. I need your help. This is the push. I got to get rid of everything. I got to hit my goal. I got to hit my benchmarks, my numbers. Create content too. Because here's the thing, guys. There's going to be times where you're super slow. And I know I'm on fire right now and a lot of energy. But when you get to the mall, you're going to be like, do, 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 right? So what you want to do during those times is you want to create content. Whether you're doing a Facebook Live, hey guys, I'm here at the mall. Let me teach you about knife sets today. Let me teach you about all the paring knives today. Let me teach you about all the hunting knives. So I tell you what, all it takes is one person to watch it. And by the way, save the videos. Start your own YouTube channel and upload them on your group or Facebook or email them out. Because I tell you what, if you're already at the mall, you got a whole showroom in front of you, might as well create content. Some of my best customers are people that literally saw a video that I created 8 years ago at the mall, being bored, doing nothing. And then, and now like they saw it on YouTube or my Facebook group and they're like, hey, I saw this video of you talking about the differences between the signature and the ultimate set. Because that's a question everybody asks. What's the difference between the signature and the ultimate? So I just made a video about it. Because you get that same question. So why not teach your customers what's the difference, right? So I would say there's three things I would say focus on. Like the idea of the store, the showroom, like treating that like the end all be all. And that's like the umbrella of everything. And then service, getting people there, helping people, buying like a little thermo printer, boxing up people's knives, sharpening knives, fixing knives. Because if you treat it as a service hub, think of UPS, guys. You're going to have people in and out, right? And then the third thing would be, creating content. Because the more content you create, you're going to be able to put it out there. You're going to be able to share it. And if you're active on social, I tell you what, guys, there's always people watching and they might not buy it right then and there, but they will buy it maybe later in the year. They might do it at that last 48 hours. They might see it at a home show. They might remember it and then see it at the state fair. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully you got some nuggets. I do have a couple minutes before the kids get here. Do you have any questions, anybody?
That was really good. Thanks so much.
We good?
I
Question?
I had a quick question. JC had mentioned that you do work a lot of Black Fridays, and I'm working this year at the mall in Roseville on Black Friday. So I was just curious, like, what's your biggest tip for people working on those days?
I would reach out to Pat Moore. He's done it the last few years. Most of my Black Friday is driven through emails, texts, and Facebook. Just that's how I sell a lot on Black Friday, is just my marketing and just pushing the idea of Black Friday sale. But I mean, last year, I think he had 18 orders at the mall. So like he was there at 5 a.m. and there till 9 p.m. It's just the busiest day at the mall. So having the signage out, like Black Friday sale, and he would even print out signs, like, which we don't normally do at like shows, but it's the mall, right? It's a different beast. So he would have signs on the corner of his malls and obviously make sure that they're approved by your mall, but most malls are pretty lax these days. But it's like, hey, buy 3, get 1 free, or buy 2, get a free gadget, or everything is, 10 to 40, up to 40% off. And then what you can do is you can point to the signs. Hey, by the way, here's our deals. Or open up that folder and make up your own sales. I mean, here's what I do every year for Black Friday. I list out every catalog price, and that's my Black Friday sale. And then I B block all the block sets. That's my Black Friday sale. That's how I sell so much. But I promote it. I'm promoting it now. I promote it the week of the before. I release it that Sunday before Thanksgiving, and that whole week leading up to Thanksgiving, I'm talking about it. Black Friday sale, Black Friday sale, and then on Black Friday, you're going to have the people reaching out. You're going to have the mall people. You're going to have the people that typically just shop that day. Because Black Friday is kind of like extended now, right? Everything's extended. Like people are already doing Black Friday sales, but I like to leak it the Sunday before because now like everybody's talking about it at Thanksgiving throughout that week. They're shopping already. And then if you're at the mall, it's just be ready, man. Just the mall's going to be busy. Greet people. Hey, best deals are Black Friday. Literally. I mean, it's the number one holiday in America for shopping, right? So if you're not doing a sale or not planning on a sale, like you might want to start because you're going to lose out on opportunity and lose out on CPO. And even if you get an extra 5 or 10 orders and sell an extra 1 to 5,000, that's an extra 1 to 5,000 you wouldn't have sold. By just saying, I literally was just texting Tara Michelli, who's been around forever. She's a 700K rep. We're going to try to get her to $1 million next year. She's like, yeah, I've always been told don't do a Black Friday sale. I'm like, whoever told you that's dumb. It's literally the number one holiday in America. Like, even if you just say I'm doing a Black Friday sale and you don't even know what the hell it is, and you just say you're doing one and have people reach out to you, you're going to make sales, right? So just being excited about it. Like Black Friday to me is like the greatest holiday in retail sales. I mean, the last few years I've sold 50 to 80K, and most of it's just through text and email and Facebook and it's a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of text and phone calls, but all of you, like whatever your number is, like look at your quantums from last year, whatever it is, like double it. And if you've already had big Black Friday weeks, then try to at least add 25%. Because that'll be your biggest week if you treat it right. Seriously, if you go after it, that'll be your biggest week. And then the last week of the year should be your biggest week if you're pushing everybody and promoting sales and end of the year. And another thing I always do, which you can try, it's name your price. And the reason I do this is because there's some people that never buy or never shop, but if they go, oh my gosh, I can throw a price out there and see if I can get Cutco, it gets people out of the woodwork. So every year, like 2 weeks before the year ends, I do this thing. It's name your price. And then it's like a quick email that says, hey, sets are up to 33% off, blah, 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 knife sets. And then it's this, and it's not a matter of like what the formula is. It's about what you promote, right? And if you get people saying, hey, like, would you take $100 for shears? I'll reply back, no, I can't go that low. They're 145. And then I would say I can reactivate my Black Friday price of, I forget what they are, 116. And if you have to, charge your rep account $10. And I can do it for 110 and you'll never get them that cheap. So the whole name your price is just to get people to throw numbers at you and to get their interest. Once you find out their interest, it's your job to call them or close the deal. Or just tell them like, hey, that's crazy. We can't do 40% off. But what I can do is I can get you about 30% off, which you won't get that sale any other time of year. And remember, guys, it's not about the CPO. If you're sitting there going, well, I don't normally do this. Well, that's why you haven't grown a ton. You kind of staying the same. You have to change to grow. And if you change just a little bit now, this fall and this Christmas and this finish, you're going to look back next year and go, man, if I just do it a little bit more and a little bit more, I'm going to add, 20K, 50K, 100K in sales. So I got to go. Love you guys. I know most of you by face. Come see me at the GEM conference and tell me how much fun you had at the mall, and go after it.
Appreciate you so much, Mike. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Mike.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
Awesome. Hey guys, I appreciate you being on and live. This was recorded. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now.